Hi, welcome to Yoga Glady pregnancy yoga session. So you might wonder what I'm doing bouncing on this ball here. And I'd just like to share something a little bit different with you today. So if you've got a birthing ball, then that's brilliant. If you're pregnant and you haven't got a birthing ball, get one because you'll love it. It's good fun and it's also really beneficial. And especially if you're going for a natural birth, it can be really useful. If you've got any pelvic pain or anything like that, then this can be really helpful as well, rather than sitting on the ground. So there's lots of different things that you can do with a birthing ball. It's really nice just for sitting on, and you can do simple things like circling like this. Makes a bit of a noise. So you can circle around like that. You can circle the other way. You can have a little bounce around. Get creative. So anyway, for now we're going to start our practice, and if you have a birthing ball, I'll give you options for it. And if you don't have one, don't worry, but get yourself one. I got this one on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, second hand. So it wasn't very expensive, but yeah, they're really worth it, and then you can just pass them on afterwards or keep it to play with. Okay, so if you've got a birthing ball, feel free to carry on sitting on your birthing ball. Otherwise, you might take a cushion and sit down onto the ground like this. Snuggle your sit bones down, lengthen up to the crown of the head. Let's lift the shoulders up and then roll them back and down. And just really feel your sit bones grounding down to the earth. And then connect to the vertical line of energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Bring your left hand to your heart and bring your right hand to your baby. And then breathe into your heart space. And breathe out completely. And breathe all the way down into your belly, into your baby. And breathe out completely. Bring your right hand to meet your left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude. And just notice the points of connection between your hands. As you inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, take your elbows wide, spread the fingers, and then glide the shoulder blades down the back. Bring the hands back to the heart, breathing in. And then breathing out. Bringing the hands back to the heart, breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, let's drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then reach into the left arm, just lightly touching the fingertips down to the ground if you're sitting on the ground, or if you're on the birthing ball, just reaching into your fingertips. And then inhale the head up. Let's take it to the other side, left ear towards the left shoulder, reaching into the right arm. Inhale the head up. Let's bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, push the hands away, press the fingers into the backs of the hands, and then reach the arms up. And then you might rock from side to side. So if you're on your birthing ball, make sure you're really grounded through your feet, nice strong legs here. I find with the birthing ball, you might not want to have too much air in it, so just have it a little bit flatter and it'll be a bit more stable. Good. And then let's bring the hands to the back of the head and lean the back of the head into the hands and lift the heart. And then as you exhale, draw the navel back, draw the elbows forward. Inhale the elbows wide, lift the heart. Exhale, hug your baby in towards you. Inhale the elbows wide, and then bring the hands onto the shoulders, thumbs back, fingers forward, and circle the shoulders. Inhaling elbows forward and up. Exhale back and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring the hands onto the knees, keep your spine lovely and long, and then start to circle, Sufi circles, so it's like you're rocking your baby. Baby will love all of these movements. Babies love to be rocked. And then go the other way, Lovely. Come back through to center and then just bring your right arm inside the right knee. Take the left hand behind. Inhale as you lengthen upwards and then exhale as you spiral over to the left. Good, and then come back through to center. Bring the left arm in front of the left knee and take the right hand behind you and inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you turn. Good, and then come back through to center. So from here, let's make our way onto hands and knees. So if you're sat on your birthing ball, just come off your birthing ball, but you can have it nearby because I'm going to show you some more things that you can do with a birthing ball. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the toes under, and then let's swoop the body forwards and then exhale it back. Inhaling forwards and exhale back. Inhale forward and then start to circle, shoulders around wrists, hips around knees, nice fluid movements. One way and then the other way. Feeling into your hip joints, so just remembering that if your hips are a little bit painful today, a bit tender, then don't go too deep, just keep the movements really subtle. Good, and then come back through to center, breathing in, lifting your heart, looking forwards. And then as you breathe out, hug your baby in towards you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hug your baby in. Good, and then come back through to center. And then this is where you could take your birthing ball. So if you've got a birthing ball, you can take your birthing ball. And otherwise, you can come down onto your elbows and your forearms and be here. So if you've got a birthing ball, take the birthing ball, and then you can lean onto it and let the ball take the weight, and then start to circle. So from my own experience of giving birth, this is really, really useful. It just takes the pressure off. You can rest your head onto the birthing ball. You can circle. It's quite intuitive really, or you can rock backwards and forwards. So when you're in labour and you're going through your contractions, this can be a really useful piece of equipment for you. Okay, so you can be rocking on your birthing ball one way and then the other way, or you can come onto your elbows and your forearms and be here. Or if your bump's still quite small, you can take your knees wide, bring the big toes together, and then reach the hands forward and come into a child's pose. So you're broadening across the sacrum and lengthening through the spine. Good. And then just walk your hands in towards you and let's come to kneeling. So if you sit back onto the heels, the ball keeps rolling in towards me now. Stay there, stay there. No, it wants to keep coming back. Oh, that's all right. So we're going to come to kneeling. If this isn't comfortable, sit in a different way. You can extend your legs or sit cross-legged. Bring the hands together, interlacing fingers, push the hands away, and then reach the arms up. Hug your baby in, root the sacrum downwards. Good, and then take the arms wide. Reach up with the right arm, bring the right hand just below the neck. Take the left arm out to the side, and then bring your left hand onto your right elbow and guide that right hand down a little bit more. And then bring the right hand onto the left elbow and draw both arms back into the space behind you. As you inhale, you're drawing energy upwards. As you exhale, you're really grounding down through the shins. Good. And then release the arms. And reach up with the left arm. And bring the left hand just below the neck. Take the right arm out to the side. And then bring the right hand onto the left elbow. Guide that left hand down a little bit more. And then bring your left hand onto your right elbow. And draw both arms down. Back, come in. And then release the arms. Lovely. Come onto your hands, come onto your knees, and then shake out your feet. A little shake out. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes and then start to lift up the hips and just walk your hands in towards your feet. And come into a forward fold. Bend your knees quite a lot. If your bump's already big, take the feet a little bit wider and bend the knees. And then just let the weight of your body cascade down over the legs. And you might shake out your head and your shoulders and your arms as if you were shaking out any tension from there. Maybe have a sigh out through your mouth, releasing the tongue and the jaw and the throat. And then press down into your feet and slowly come up to standing. Stacking one vertebrae onto another to come all the way up. Arriving on your feet. Bringing the hands to the waist, taking your feet fairly wide. And then starting to circle your pelvis. Nice fluid movements. Again, rocking your baby in this way. Good, circling one way. And then the other way. And then drawing figures of 8 with your hips. So feeling into the edges. Stay grounded through your feet. Good, and then come back through to center. Turn the toes out, heels in. Bring the hands to the heart. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, bring your hands into Yoni Mudra, thumbs and index fingers together, bend your knees, come down into a squat, press down into your feet, sweep the arms up, take the elbows wide, glide the shoulder blades down, bring the hands to the heart. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in and then breathing out. Press down into the feet, sweep arms up, elbows wide, hands to the heart. Breathing in and then breathing out. Press down into the feet, sweep the arms up, elbows wide, hands to the heart. Lovely. Let's turn the right toes out. Step the left foot back a little bit. You don't need to take the legs too wide, especially if you've got any pain around the pelvis. Just keep them a little bit closer together. Bend your right knee, open up through your arms, reach right into your fingertips. And then just straighten up the right leg. And then bend the knee, tracking the knee over the heel. And then straighten and bend. Let's do that one more time. Straightening and then bending. And then turning right palm up and reaching up. Bringing left hand down the back of the left leg. Then coming back through to center. And then bringing either the right hand onto the thigh and reaching up with the left arm, or you can rest your right elbow onto the thigh and reach straight up with that left arm. And maybe turn to look up towards your thumb. Good, inhaling back through to center, straightening the right leg, releasing the arms, and then swiveling on your heels and turning the left toes out. Take the arms wide, bend your left knee, and then straighten, tracking the knee over the heel, straighten, and again, bending. And then this time turning left palm up, bringing right hand down the back of the right leg. Come back through to center, left hand onto left thigh or left elbow onto left thigh. Reaching up, straight up, turning the chest. Good, and then inhaling back through to warrior 2. Straightening left leg, releasing the arms. And now heel toe your feet in a little bit. And then have the toes out and the heels in, feet about 45 degrees. Inhale the arms up. Bring the fingertips together and then bend the knees. That's a strong exhalation down. Inhale the arms up. We'll just do this 2 more times. And then exhale, bend the knees. Strong exhalation down. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Come back through to center. And then bring the hands to the heart. And then heel toe the feet in. So now we can take a forward fold. And it's good if you've got a little bit of wall space for this. So we have the feet about hip width apart. I've got a bit of wall here. I'm going to rest my hands onto the wall and then walk the feet back a little bit. You want to have the hips over the heels and then the shoulders in line with the hands, and then you're going to press the hands into the wall, lengthen the spine, hugging your baby in towards you. And then come to the breath and you'll feel a nice stretch up the backs of the legs. You're hugging the baby in so that you're not overarching the lower back. And you might feel a nice release into the shoulders as well. Good, and then just walk your hands up the wall and come up. And then before we come back down, let's take a balance here. So we're going to take a tree pose. Bring the hands to the waist and then just lift your right leg forward. Good, and then take that right leg out to the side and either keep your toes down on the ground like that or bring the sole of the foot just below the knee. If you have a yoga practice and you want to bring the sole of the foot all the way up to the inner thigh, feel free to do that. Otherwise, just keep the leg there. And then bring the hands together and then maybe reach your arms up. Fix your gaze to a still point and try not to think about anything. Just be in the moment with your breath in your body, and then bring the hands back to the heart and release that right leg down. Drop the weight into your right foot, bring the hands to the waist, lift up the left foot. And then take it out to the side and bring the sole of the foot into position, same as you did on the other side. Hands to the heart, arms reach up, or maybe arms out, and then back to the heart, and then release the leg. Good. Let's take the feet a little bit wider again. Bring the hands to the heart. Inhale the arms up, and then as you exhale, bend your knees, bring the hands down to the ground, and then just walk your feet back so that you come onto your hands and your knees. Let's circle shoulders around wrists again, and hips around knees. So these all fours positions are really useful when you come to giving birth. Go the other way, all of these all fours positions, and you can do them like this or you can do them with your birthing ball. So it's basically the same thing with your birthing ball, just kind of circle like that. And you might actually do that in labour as you're breathing through your contractions. Good. And then let's sink the bum down onto the heels again. Oh, hello again, keeps rolling back to me. And sit your left buttock down to the ground, and then just have your legs coming out to your right. You can have a little cushion under your left buttock if you like. The knees are coming down to the ground, and then we're going to bring the right hand onto the left knee and the left hand's behind, and inhale as you lengthen upwards, and then exhale as you turn over to the left. So you don't need to twist too much, just a little bit, and see if you can feel this movement in the upper back. Good. And then come back through to centre, and let's take that to the other side. So if you sit onto your heels and then drop your right buttock down to the ground and let your feet come out to left, and then bring your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand's behind you, and inhale as you lengthen upwards. And then exhale as you turn. Soften the face, the forehead, the lips, the jaw, the throat. Good. And then come back through to centre. And keeping your pelvis level, swing your legs forward. And then take your feet a little bit wider. So just depending on how your pelvis is feeling, you don't have to take the legs too wide. You might want to sit onto a cushion, have a bit more height, and kind of roll onto the front of your sit bones, like onto your perineum. Press the heels down, point the toes up, and then let's bring the hands together. and then start to circle. Or if you've got your birthing ball, you might even like to try this position. So you just bring the ball there and you can lean onto it and circle. So there's so many things you can do with the birthing ball, but you know, just get creative. If it feels good, then you're probably doing it right. And then circle the other way. And if you haven't got one, then you're just circling like this. Gently stretching the backs of the legs. It's got a mind of its own, this ball. Good. And then come back through to centre and slide your right hand along your right leg. Reach up with the left arm. Bring your left hand onto your left leg. Reach up with the right arm. Come back through to centre. And then just bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Folding in just a little bit, not too much. Good, inhale coming up. And then we're going to bring the sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh, hands on the knees, and then drop the hands just in front of the knees. Try and keep that left foot active. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Gently in towards you. Slide your right leg away, bring the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh, drop the hands onto the knees, hands in front of the knees, inhale, lengthen, exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Try to soften the face, tongue, the jaw, the throat. And inhale. And then come to a comfortable seated position. So you might sit cross-legged here for this practice. If you have a little bit of pelvic pain or you want to use your ball, come to sitting on your ball like this. Make sure you're really grounded through your feet. And we're going to do a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of breath work here, which can be really useful for when you come to labour. So it's very simple. We're going to breathe in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, finally parting the lips and the teeth to breathe out. Inhaling nose. And then exhaling mouth, just very finely parted lips and teeth. So the exhalation is long and smooth and soft. Inhaling nose. Exhaling mouth. Inhaling nose, exhaling mouth, inhaling nose, exhaling mouth. So the exhalation becomes longer than the inhalation. Inhaling nose, exhaling mouth. And just continue for 3 more rounds in your own time, your own rhythm. Giving the breath your undivided attention as if it was the most interesting thing that's ever happened. After your next exhalation, just let the breath spiral off out into the distance. And then from here, we're going to prepare for our relaxation. So, for this, there's a few different things that you can do. We're going to come down either onto our backs or onto the left side. So if you're over 28 weeks pregnant, it's recommended to lie on your left side, left lateral. And if you're under 28 weeks pregnant, then it's fine to lie on your back. So let me just show you first. If you're coming onto your left hand side, I recommend bringing a cushion or something between the thighs like that and resting down. If you've got a birthing ball, Actually, that's not very good lying on your left side with a birthing ball. If you're under 28 weeks pregnant and you've got a birthing ball, you could lie on your back and then position your legs onto the ball, if that's comfortable for you. Ooh, that's really nice actually. Yeah, so you could do that. And if you're lying on your left side, I'm not really sure, you could have the birthing ball like that, but you'd probably be more comfortable just having a cushion in between your thighs like that. So anyway, coming into a comfortable supine position, and then taking a breath in through your nose and exhaling through the mouth, a long, smooth exhalation. Feeling the weight of your body surrendering to the earth. So I'm going to take you on a little journey around your body. And all you need to do is follow my words with your awareness, completely releasing and relaxing that part of the body as I come to it in turn. So bringing your awareness to your right hand, to the right hand thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger. The palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, the sole of the foot, the right big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And now bringing your awareness to your left hand thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger. The palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, sole of foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. The right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eye, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, the tip of the nose, top lip, bottom lip, tongue, chin, jaw, throat, the right breast, the left breast, the heart space, the navel, the centre of your pelvis. Bring your awareness to your womb. Visualize the shape of your baby's body lying peacefully, comfortably in your womb. Little tiny feet and legs, the curve of the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the back of the head, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the expression on your baby's face. Taking this time to relax and communicate with your baby. And with every exhalation, there's a sense of release and of letting go. And with every inhalation, bringing new life, new energy, vitality to your body, to your baby's body. Feeling deeply relaxed, feeling awake and feeling ready for this day. Starting to deepen your breath, breathing all the way down to your fingertips and all the way down into your toes. Bringing a little bit of movement into the hands and the feet and stretching out in whatever way feels good. So if you're lying on your back, bring your knees in towards your chest and roll onto your left hand side. And then press down into your hands and keep your head heavy and relaxed. Use your arms to help you come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. So you could sit straight down onto the ground, or you could sit onto your birthing ball if you have one. And then just bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your baby. Breathe your heart space. Breathe out completely, and then breathe all the way down to your baby. And breathe out. And then bring your right hand to meet your left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude, and lift your heart to your hands. And then bow to the wisdom in your heart. Thank you for sharing this practice. And yeah, I'd really recommend getting one of these. They're great, just for sitting on and playing around on, but also you can use them during labour and birth. Have a beautiful day.